Hello, my name is GregTech and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. Alright, I am just currently making some wood frame boxes because I am going to make some of the carpenter's blocks because as I am working on other stuff, I am kind of working on some cosmetics around the base. Yeah, and as we can see, it is much easier to make these now than they used to be. I am doing steel. We do have the lathe and the cutting machine now to make the steel screws much easier. So as we know, we get 4. Oh no! I didn't notice that. Oh, GregTech New Horizons. Oh, you. Actually, I have some laying around. I don't remember why we had these, but yeah, apparently we had some of these laying around. All right, well, that's kind of funny. I didn't realize that. That should be colored by tier or something like that, so it pops out a bit more. Would that be kind of cool? Like each tier had its own color, and that's like, ooh, this blue, and then as you go through it, like pops out red or something like that. You're like, oh, that's not good. Or if there is a way for it to just not, like if you can't craft it on this machine, it's like big X or something like that. I don't know, because I have done that quite a lot of times over the years. You know, you're just kind of looking through NEI and you're not really looking at that. You're just kind of like looking at, well, in this case, I saw this recipe and it's LV and I was like, oh, they're all the same. So yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop. But okay, so we got our carpenter's blocks. Also, I just enabled the chunk loading. So now we can claim our chunks because that was disabled by default. I just had to go in the config and do that. All right, so. And these are much easier. Remember that was like a 1 to 2, now it's a 1 to 4. Awesome. All right, I don't know if I'm going to use a ton of these. I just kind of needed the angled ones at the moment. All right. Do we need... We probably will need a bunch of glue. Yeah. Let's throw... You know what? Just throw it all in there. We do have the fluid tanks. I could always craft up more. Or somewhere. Where did I put them? Where did I put it? Am I blind? Ah, there it is. I don't know why it's in this chest. These I usually keep in my inventory. Even put it there. Okay, so, oops, wrong way. Yeah, I was just kind of building out a thing underneath, and I think I may actually change the way I did the other side. Instead of having like 2 trees, I think I'm gonna do like a log coming out kind of thing. And then have like this kind of supporting this platform as opposed to doing like another kind of tree is kind of what I was thinking. I thought that might look kind of cool. And then we'll leave this. The only problem is the lighting. It's not like I don't want torches all over it. That would look kind of silly. I wonder if we could do some kind of like hide some glowstone at the top so you wouldn't see it normally, maybe. Is that okay? That is the normal. The only kind of annoying thing with the blanks, we start running into that issue. Maybe moving forward after this, I will probably just I'll just probably build with full planks as opposed to the slabs. All right, here we go with this annoyingness. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I remember in our first season, I was like constantly fighting with these things, trying to get them. Like I never knew where to attach it to, so that appears to be not the place to attach it to. Come on. No, you don't want to do it. Ah. No! Alright, is it like there? Alright, the bottom of the block. Wait, no, I'm totally doing it wrong. What am I doing? Okay. Yeah, so when people say, why don't you build a cooler looking base? This is why. It just takes like so long to make it look cool. Rah, especially when I have no flight. Okay, well, let me continue building this. Like I said, I'm going to kind of like raise it up and then we'll have it supporting this platform. I may have gone too far this way before I went up. I don't know. We'll come back and see what I can come up with. Okay, I think I kind of like that. I still got a little bit more to do. I think probably expand some more there. Yeah, but for the most part, I kind of like that. I think. The leaves I wasn't really sure about. But I think for now that will work. Now it's not just a floating platform, at least. Alright. So, what do I want to do today? I need to get this all sorted. We did craft up the fluid extractor last episode. But I need to get this sorted because it's kind of insane under here. So I am processing some of my ores. Now let's just double check. Yeah. Let's smelt that to lead. Because I think what we're going to do is potent pipes. As we can see, a normal fluid potent pipe is 6,000, whereas this is 2,400 for the bronze. So it's quite a bit more, it has quite a bit more capacity, and it's not difficult. It's just bronze, some lead, and some tin. So I think that's what we'll do. I am going to have to make a bunch more bronze here. And yeah, I think we'll do that. I also think I'm going to do another layer. Yeah, I think I'm going to do another layer. Because I do think we're probably going to be placing things underneath. I don't want that. I kind of want that hidden, like usual. How do I usually do 4 spaces, don't I? I'm actually going to probably, as I go, replace a lot of this with just planks, so I don't go out of my mind trying to build stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So like the layer would be there. Is that right? Because then I would have... Yeah, that would be right, I think. Usually I do one layer for the cables and one layer for AE, which we will eventually get. And if we end up doing logistics pipes, making room for that as well. So yeah. I think we'll do that. And then I'll continue to build this out. Now the only kind of annoying thing with building with wood is that I need an axe. Whereas if I just do stone or whatever, I could just use my cobblestone or my pickaxe. So, yeah, that is... I'm not used to building with wood. Alright, but so this will be a full layer. Ah! I do prefer building with full blocks as opposed to the slabs. I'll probably replace all those too. Now that we have a cutting machine, it's not as bad. Might even throw a bunch in there. All right. I don't know. We'll store some of that in there for now. Spaghetti. Alright, so there's that. And I have no idea how much of this we're going to need. Why don't we do... $16, I guess. It'll be 8, 10... Oh, I don't think that's going to go. That won't go very far. That'll be only 40. And each one is 3 ingots. I'll probably need much more than that. Alright, well, let me do some of... Yeah, we'll probably need, like, that. I'm thinking... We'll put all the steam production up here. I'll move the water tank above, and then we'll feed the water down through that hole. And I might even do potent. I think it's potent pipes. Yeah, the rest of these they're good, but you need the alloy smelter. I just think that's better than... I'm not going to do steel, because steel is difficult at this point. And then obviously stainless and titanium and stuff, we can't do that. So I think that is definitely the best one. Yeah, so I'm going to move those 3 up here. And this will be... We'll be producing our steam up here and then sending it down. I think we'll do that. All right. Well, let me do some processing here and get this done. We'll move the steam turbine over. We can even craft up a second one. I do want like 4 of them at least, eventually. Yeah, I should replace a lot of these machines as well. But that is... That's 6, that's 12. 12 circuits is actually a decent amount of resources. And then all the casings and stuff. That's why I'm working on this steel production. Okay, it was actually perfect time because the boilers actually started calcifying. I was just kind of doing my own thing, breaking stuff down, and I heard the failure, the noise from the things that lets you know that the recipe failed. All right. Let's probably do it here, I think. Is that where I want to do this? Because these are probably... Actually, I don't need to do it. Unfortunately, I'm going to probably lose this glass. I'm thinking if we put the things there, we could have more on this side. So how do I want to... I could put the water tank. Let's put it like here. Yeah. Ah! Yeah, we'll do that. Do I have... Yeah, these actually, it doesn't matter if these are... these slabs. Yeah, I think we'll put that there, and then I can come out the bottom with the pipes. And we could always have more than one water tank, obviously. All right, there we go. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let this stuff fill up. Yeah, I'm going to have to let the water tank fill up a bit. It would be nice if it rained right now, but it's not. Also, I got to be a little careful if it does rain. I have space in the thing. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we'll have the water come out. I mean, I don't need to have the wood frame blocks. I just think it looks kind of cool. And then we'll have the steam go out that way. All right, yep. Yeah, unfortunately, I do need to let this fill up a little bit. I mean, it's going pretty fast. I just don't want to place down a... Well, they're not going to... I'll just place the one down at the moment. I just don't want this to explode, is what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'll do that. Because then, the way I've set this up, I have room for 6 solar boilers. And then, at that point... I don't know if I necessarily want to move this again, though. Alright, just don't overthink it. It's not the end of the world. So, maybe I'll come out here. Just gotta make sure I have the arrows. All right, as long as there's a little bit of water in there, then I'm good. All right, cool. All right, I've gone ahead and placed these, connected them up with water, but yeah, you can see the water is just trickling in, so I just have some cobble over it so it doesn't start consuming the water yet. So as soon as that fills up with water, I'll move on to the next one. I could... Excuse me, I totally just sneezed right there. I could craft up more water tanks. Now that we have the assembler, they're not as bad. It is... I would probably do... maybe this recipe. 1 steel and some sticks with the refined glue that we're getting gets you 3. So it does require 9. It would require 9 steel. I was like, is that something I want to do? Yeah, maybe we'll probably do that. But I've gone ahead and, as you can see, we've got the pipes switched over to the O10 blue pipes. Now, I think this is probably going to be moved here. think. Eventually, I think this is going to be replaced with a cable. And then we'll have like all the LV machines. This will be converted to LV machines, and they'll be powered from that. Unfortunately, if you know anything about GregTech power, that there is the cable loss, so I got to be a little careful with that. But yeah, I'm thinking the only problem is if I have machines here. I do have a hole right in the middle of my base, so sometimes when I'm like over here, I'm like, I'm going down the thing. So that is a little bit of an annoyance. I mean, that's kind of one of the issues with living in a tree. I know it's like a manually built tree, but that is kind of one of the issues. You don't have a whole ton of room. All right, let's just go ahead and break that. Okay, for a second I thought that just broke into a machine hull. Because that little dot on the side makes me think of a machine hull. Alright, so yeah, I think we'll do that. And then we'll move the things over. And then eventually they'll be switched out. Also, eventually we will have better cable. Yeah. Redstone Alley, I believe. Yeah. Redstone Alley cable has no loss, which is amazing for LV machines. But Redstone Alley does require a blast furnace, I believe. So not quite there yet, but we will be there eventually. My inventory is so full. All right, and then I'll just move this stuff over, and I can redo the machines, I think, so we can set them up a little bit better. But I do need to get a wire mill because I'm going to have to craft up more of the tin cables. All right, well, let me rearrange this a little bit. We could move this, although that would make... I was thinking we could move it over to here, so it's not right in the center. But to be honest, that might make... That would definitely make having to go down, like outside the base, a lot more, kind of more annoying. I don't know. I'll give it a try. Like, we'll have to come down here, run over to here, and... Well, actually, we don't need a thing right up the center, do we? Technically. I don't know. We'll see how I like it. Because I'm telling you, I'm like, with this hole in the middle, I'm already kind of getting annoyed with that. All right, my inventory is just a nightmare right now. Holy cow. All right, I needed to get this going again because we were starting to run out of steam. Let me get that up. Let me get these smelted. I was processing sulfur and everything. Okay, I realized I had the steam turbine on the wrong layer. I had to drop it down one. So yeah, that makes not having the hole right in the middle even more important. Because what the hole was like right there. Yeah, I would have been falling down that constantly. Coming over here to do this. All right, I did craft up another water tank just to speed that up. And I think we're good now. I just have to make sure. Yeah, these are full. I left at night, so they weren't. This one on the left wasn't firing up yet, but I think we're good with the 2. All right, and then I need to get them hooked up to water as well. That's the other reason I wanted a second one. Didn't want to have to like wait forever for this. I think we'll put it right there. It has a decent amount. A lot of the recipes only require like 4 liters of water. So that will last me for quite some time anyway. Okay, well, anyway, I'll continue getting this moved over. Now, I just realized these are quite a bit more annoying to reach now. But these will be upgraded. Maybe I'll work on that next. No, change of plan. I know what I want to do. I want to sort out my cactus farm. We're going to go all in this. I need to expand the size of that, and I think I'm going to dump it in the Twilight Forest, actually. Okay, I just went to run in the middle. It's going to take me some time getting used to this. Yeah, so I think I'm going to dump it in the Twilight Forest. Also, I should probably put, like, some slime there or something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking that, and that is the reason I switch the config to do that, because yeah, we need to ramp up our steel production by quite a bit. So I think we'll work on that next, and then upgrading all the machines to LV. I still want to get the multi-blocks, the bronze. Not gonna lie, I was a little lost there for a second. The multi-blocks, the steam grinder, steam compressor, I think would be fun to check out. This is really big. It's a 3x3x4. And the steam oven. But that requires so much steel. What is that? 4, 8, 10. That's 10 per. That's 40 steel right there. 80 steel, because I need 6. I need 8 of these. Right? 2x2x2. Yeah, I need 8 of those. So that's going to cost me like over 100 steel to make the steam oven. So it is on the to-do list, but that is until I get the steel up and running. We'll do that. So, all right. Yeah, I'll do that, I think. And I think we'll go in on the Cactus Coke. I think it's kind of fun. Anyway, that's Gregify for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.